To me, design is to create outside the ordinary.
Welcome to Goa, India for the new episode of Design&Me. Today, I'm going to introduce you to Abhishek Mathur, partner at Studio HBA, who has designed Novotel Goa for us. Before meeting him at the hotel, we're gonna meet him at a place which inspired him. The place is known for heritage and art. It's the fusion of Indian courtyard and Portuguese facade symmetry. Let's go. Hello, Abhishek.
Hey, hi Reema.
I share with you your love for this creative spirit of Goa. What really inspired you to create such a beautiful design creation?
As you can see, we are in this lovely neighborhood of Fontanas, which is a historic neighborhood in Goa. I love the bold colors, I love the bold textures, and I love how the community has got really involved over here and brought this alive with a lot of colors, vibrant conversations, chic corners. This just reminds me to be more inclusive in our designs and involve the local spirit as part of our design process.
Wow, beautiful, Abhishek. The main focus for Accor is to connect lobby with the neighborhood. What truly inspired you to create a whole concept of social hub, which has a great modern and Goan context?
Yeah, I think for us it was our dialogue with you and the Accor team. We wanted to bring that Goan spirit that we were talking a little bit earlier. Right from the entry, you are flowing into the gourmet bar where you can have a cup of coffee or a drink, or you go up to a friendly host and walk into the food exchange.
And the way you have located gourmet bar, which is like more of a space activator of the social hub, because people sitting, having a comfortable conversation, ordering a drink.
Yeah.
So that makes it really very inclusive.
Yeah, thank you. I agree with all of that.
And what really inspired you to do, such sharp color here with beautiful light fixture?
Funny you should mention that. This is actually, when we see the rooms, you'll see, and it's an extension of that. It's our sort of interpretation of bringing that boldness of colors, bringing those textures, patterns from our understanding of the Goan spirit into these spaces. So, from the lovely tiles on the floors to these colors to some of the really more articulated, fixtures in terms of lighting. This is all, that story evolving through design.
Abhishek, as our audience know, sustainability is one of the key focus for all the brands of Accor.
Right.
So while putting this beautiful design together, what are the key elements which you have integrated as part of sustainability?
I echo your sentiments on the facade for sure. It's something which is very iconic and almost becomes synonymous with the property. So, just extending the idea of this living facade into the spaces. What we have also looked at is creating more natural light inside the reception with the light wells going down. We have also looked at using a lot of locally inspired materials, textures, materials like upcycled timber, locally made tiles, etc. And I think it gives a certain authenticity to the expression of the design too.
Yeah, that's great. Basically, the design choices which you have made has created low carbon impact. That is how, we have created design choices which are eco-certified and are quite sustainable as well. Abhishek, as we enter the room, which is a good blend of Sundukovy Sisters and Goan spirit. So what really inspired you to create such a great representation of design?
For us, if you look, for example, at this bold color of blue, which is soothing as well, but it adds like that layer of freshness inside the rooms, which is so important, we felt. And then all the selection and the curation of furniture, little accent pieces, the lights, etc., all sort of have this layered effect, which creates almost unexpected surprises to the guests. Like the artwork, for example, what you see in the background. In this room, it's inspired from the beaches of Goa. You will find rooms elsewhere in the property which have, a cloud-like dreamscape with a soaring bird. To me, these kind of unexpected surprises are what makes it really exciting for a guest to stay at the Novotel.
Yeah, and each and every element, like, you spoke about the luggage rack. So they're quite design oriented and they have their own personality and very beautifully put together in terms of the great composition of the design. Thank you very much, Abhishek, for taking us through this entire great concept of Novotel Goa Panjim and sharing the design insights.
Thank you, Reema. It's been my pleasure too to share this with you and your audience.
Thank you for watching the episode of Design&Me with us. We were happy to take you through Goa and through all the discoveries. Stay tuned for our next episode. Till then, bye-bye.
Cut. Wow, you guys were great.
Thank you, Abhishek. It was great. But can I ask you a few questions?
Of course.
If you were not a designer or an architect, what other job would you do?
Maybe I could have been a writer. Hopefully there's still time.
What do you do when you start working on a new project?
Sometimes I sketch, other times I just start by collecting or curating objects, materials.
What is the latest place or building that surprised you?
There's this zong or a monastery in Punaka along the river, which is really stunning. It's a must-see.
What is your favorite place in a hotel?
The hotel arrival lobby. It sets up the tone for the rest of the properties.
What is your favorite object?
My current obsession is with vintage watches, which I feel are quite nice.